How's it going? Another episode of Bear Business and BS. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got the camera up close and personal this evening because it is raining and I am in the metal shop, so part of it. So on this episode, I'm going to talk about some great ideas that I've got for videos, but I've quickly found out that I'm really horrible at these items. So it's a great video idea, but I'm a little hypocritical if I were to even produce a video about it because I don't do it. So. And the two items I'm going to talk about are tool maintenance and trailer maintenance. So I had this great idea about taking you through the trailer and the maintenance on it and greasing the bearings and checking your wiring harness, making sure that your lights work. Just typical maintenance, checking tire pressure, stuff like that. If you've got job trailers, I've got an enclosed trailer for remodels, and I've got a 22-foot trailer that came with my tractor that I used for like demos and other things. To be honest, those trailers don't get any maintenance unless something breaks on them. So, if I plug the wires up and I find out a turn signal's not working, that's when I maintain them. About the only thing on the trailers that I do maintain is I keep some white lithium grease and grease the balls on them, or the receivers on the hitch. Because most of my trailers all my trailers sit outside, and that mechanism gets rusty. So I have found some white lithium grease helps. I'm thinking about maybe cutting some 5-gallon buckets or milk jugs, maybe 2-liter bottles, and putting them over the end of the hitch, because that's really the only item on the trailers other than tires every once in a while that I maintain. Every once in a while I'll bring them in and kind of look over them, but it was a great video idea, and I found out that I'm really not the person to talk about it because I only mess with them when something's broken. Tool maintenance. So I'm probably not any different than most people. The only time I do any tool maintenance is when the dang thing quits working. Oil and pneumatic tools, I do try to do that. Most of those pneumatic tools will tell you that they've got to be oiled daily. I may not oil mine daily, but I keep oil on my truck, and I try to oil them, periodically. I don't know if daily means that you use it all day. A lot of my tools are used so sporadic. I'll put oil in them when I remember. There's other items, maintenance items on different tools that you're supposed to maintain. If you read through the owner's manual, you probably understand some of the items that was another great video idea, but maybe I'm not the only one out there that only maintains the tools, trailers. I change my oil in my vehicles, but other than that, most of the things I work with don't get a whole lot of attention unless something quits working. It's an item I need to get better on. They come with big, thick manuals for a reason. There are some items like my power washer, pneumatic tools, making sure they're oiled, changing blades out and stuff like that. I take it I'm not the only one that only does that kind of stuff when something's broke. So, those are two great video ideas that will never get off the ground with me because I've got excellent notes on how to maintain them, but I don't usually do it. One thing that I do that I've gotten away from maintaining is like flashlights. So I only buy flashlights that are rechargeable now because it never fails. I use headlamps constantly, but having batteries in my vehicle when I need them is a pain in the butt. So They're more expensive right now, but for me, it's just better to buy rechargeables. I can plug them in, recharge the batteries on them. They're really bright. They're all LED lights. So those are probably about the only item I try to go maintenance free. Not having to replace batteries and stuff on them. That was really it. Just covering those two items. They were, like I said, great video ideas that I'm not really the person to talk to about them, but maybe you've got regimens that you go over on your tools. I'd love to hear your ideas on how you maintain your items. I try to keep all. I do see a lot of handymen and remodelers in the area that just throw all their stuff in the bed of the truck. I try to keep mine out of the weather. I keep everything in sealed boxes. I don't keep the tools in their original containers, but like my side box, you see my video on my truck, my bed boxes are sealed to where whether they don't get wet or anything like that. So that's really the only maintenance issue I try to do on them, is just try not to get them out in the weather. But I have seen guys pull up and have their $400 brand new DeWalt miter saw or DeWalt miter saw in the bed of their truck, and it's pouring down rain. So I don't quite get those individuals that I take it they probably don't own that equipment, which is why they throw it around like it's not worth anything. But maybe just keeping the tools, keeping good sharp blades and things. I mean, you'll know pretty quick. You'll start burning through wood instead of cutting through it. My multi-tool is probably one of the items that I go through blades continually. Circular saw for me, I can have a good circular saw blade. I try to buy Diablo, which seemed to last a lot longer than any of the other blades I bought, Irwin or DeWalt blades. Diablo seems to last quite a while, but my multi-tool just burns through the blades on it, and why those blades are so expensive is mind-baffling. I have found going to Harbor Freight, you can get those blades cheaper, and I know some guys that I work with on job sites that order them through Amazon. But the blades are ridiculously expensive for those multi-tools. So, and they don't last very long. I mean, if you hit a nail or hit concrete and you name it, it burns that blade up quick. So go through a lot of blades on those. Tile saws, table saws, miter saws, those blades you'll find out pretty quick when you're starting to burn through the wood that you're cutting that you need to change your blade out. Tile saw blades will cut like butter. When you get to the point where you're pushing the tile through, not forcing it through, but pushing it through, and it gets to the end and starts chipping your tiles, it's probably time to get a new blade or slow down. So those are my little tool maintenance issues. Hope y'all liked the video. Be sure to hit thumbs up and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. See ya.